Hey there ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mixon, and today I'm going to show you a little tutorial for an exploit that I found recently. Now, I'm sure I'm not the first one to find this out, but I couldn't really find any good tutorials for the system I kind of devised for manipulating this bug, so I thought I'd share it with you today because I found it interesting. So, if you haven't caught on, it's exactly this. So, being able to ride perpetually without tracks in a minecart. And I'm suspecting how this works is entity collision, that the minecarts are, trapped inside of each other and they keep hitting each other essentially, and then it's causing momentum to go forward. So I've already traveled a little ways here, just a few hundred blocks. I've done this before, and a few thousands of blocks. So it has some potential uses in survival. So I thought I'd share that with you. And let me get out of this thing, and we'll get started. Alright, so the redstone for this is kind of complicated, so I suggest you pay close attention as I unveil it, and don't get, kind of glossy-eyed. I mean, it's pretty big. Here it is. Yep. This right here is all it takes, and as well you can see the exact quantity of items on my hotbar down below. And actually, you don't even need 2 rails. You need 2 to get the rail in this position, but technically the build only takes 1. So let's demonstrate here. You can just tap that, and there you go, off into the sunset. It will continue on until it gets obstructed, and you may be wondering how you can stop that, and that's one way. You could just put a wall here. As well, if you put a track down, it will collide with the track, and these will break apart. And if you're riding inside of these, you can actually manually kind of shift your direction, using the WASD keys, and that will cause them to break apart. So how to build this is really simple, but I'll go ahead and demonstrate it anyway. So we need 3 dispensers, 1, 2, and 3, all facing inward, and then we're going to place our rails, and we're going to do this that way. This rail is slanted, so whenever these 3 dispensers dispense minecarts, they'll shoot out simultaneously and go that way. So we can remove this top rail here, place our button of choice, and as well as 1 piece of redstone either side. That way these 2 dispensers will get powered whenever this button is hit, and that is it. We can fill up our dispensers now with our minecarts. Now you definitely could put some sort of hopper system and have these automatically fill out of chest, but for demonstration purposes, I felt no need to do that. So there we go. We can see. Now, it isn't the fastest form of transportation, obviously. It's nice because it doesn't stop unless you make it stop or it collides with something. Yeah, so we can hop in and we'll just go on. So as I was mentioning before, if you want it to stop, you can just kind of shift, and all of these can be picked up and then put back in our chest. So if you're like me, you have a few questions. One of which you may be wondering, hey, do I need all this space? Does it have to be on an entire flat plane here, like a 3x3? And the answer is no. It can be on a single 1 block. As a matter of fact, it can even be on slabs. And even more so, it can be placed every other block and still continue. It can be placed on closed trapdoors as well as open trapdoors and even glass panes. So that's pretty crazy, right? It looks crazy. Now, these can change elevation and keep going. Now, the only downside is you can't go up, or no way that I found you can go up. And as it's going downward, if it kind of collides with anything, like any sides or walls, they will break, unfortunately. But you can set up a system where it grinds along various panes or trapdoors. Oh, it's getting away from me here. Various panes or trapdoors, and yeah, you're all set. So I thought that was real neat and worth sharing. If you have any questions, hey, let me know in the comments below, and I appreciate you watching. Bye-bye.